Opening scene. The video opens with an ancient, mist-covered forest, where the past and present seem to blur. A narrator, an enigmatic historian, sets the tone. In every age, heroes rise from the shadows of history. Some are born from flesh and blood, others from the power of myth. But their stories, whether real or imagined, echo through the ages, shaping the world we know today. A massive stone door adorned with ancient symbols slowly creaks open, revealing a vast hall filled with relics, maps, and scrolls. A glowing artifact sits at the center of the room, the Chronos Scroll, a mythical item said to hold the power to summon the legends of history. As the narrator speaks, the artifact begins to glow brighter, and the camera zooms in on the first legend, King Arthur. Act 1. The Call of the Legends. The camera transitions to an animated, cinematic flashback to medieval Britain, the misty hills and rolling landscapes of Camelot. We see King Arthur, standing before the legendary Round Table, with Merlin by his side. The narration begins. King Arthur, the once and future king, whose rule would change the fate of the British Isles. A montage of Arthur's heroic feats follows. Pulling the sword Excalibur from the stone, leading the Knights of the Round Table, and defending Camelot from invaders. Along the way, we witness the complex relationships he has with his knights, especially Lancelot and Guinevere, and the inevitable betrayal that will tear Camelot apart. The video zooms out to show Merlin at the edge of the forest, whispering into the wind, warning of the cyclical nature of Arthur's legend. This kingdom will fall, but its stories will endure. As the last line fades, the scene transitions, and King Arthur fades from view. Act 2. The Rise of the Legends. Next, the Chronos Scroll flips, revealing the story of another historical figure, Joan of Arc. The scene transitions to medieval France, the sounds of battle and the cries of soldiers filling the air. Joan, a young peasant girl, stands before the French army, holding a banner high as she leads them into battle. The narration begins. Joan of Arc, mystic, warrior, martyr. Her spirit was said to have been guided by voices from saints, pushing her to rise up against the English occupation of France. At just 17, she became the symbol of a nation's strength and faith. The video depicts Joan's victories and eventual capture, culminating in her trial and tragic execution. A visual effect shows her spirit rising above the flames, leaving behind a legacy that would inspire generations. The camera then pans to the burning embers of the pyre, where a whisper echoes, "My name will live on, in the hearts of those who believe." Act 3. The Guardian of the Legends. As the Chronos Scroll continues to turn, the next legend revealed is that of Achilles, the greatest of Greek heroes during the Trojan War. The scene shifts to the grand battlefield, the towering walls of Troy, and the legendary warriors. Achilles, clad in armor, faces off against Hector in a one-on-one battle. Their fight is fierce, with the camera capturing every swing and clash of their weapons. The narration continues. Achilles, braver than any, yet flawed. His wrath led to countless victories, but also to his own demise. He was destined to fall, for even gods cannot escape fate. In an epic battle, Achilles defeats Hector, but the video then shifts to the moment of his own death, when Paris strikes him in the heel, the only vulnerable part of his body. The camera lingers on his lifeless form, and the image transitions to a fading legend, where his name remains immortalized. A voice echoes through the wind. In the end, even heroes must face their destiny. Act 4. The legacy lives on. As the scroll closes, the narrator's voice takes a reflective tone. Through fire, through war, through betrayal and sacrifice, these legends of history have endured. They have shaped our cultures, our values, and our beliefs. But perhaps the greatest legacy of all lies not in their victories, but in their fallibility. For in every legend, there is a lesson. The Chronos Scroll begins to glow brighter again, and we see images of all the legends, Arthur, Joan, Achilles, now fused with modern-day footage of people from around the world. Children reading about them, artists creating new works, politicians inspired by their bravery. The legends live on in the hearts of those who believe in the power of stories. The camera zooms out from the glowing artifact, showing the vast hall of history and the countless other legends waiting to be discovered. The narrator finishes. The past is never truly gone, for it lives in the stories we tell, the legends we honor, and the heroes we carry in our hearts. Final shot. The camera pans over a modern city, with skyscrapers and bustling streets. A statue of Joan of Arc stands in a park, King Arthur's sword is displayed in a museum, and a young child runs past a mural of Achilles. The voice of the narrator echoes one final time. The legends may be from the past, but their power remains timeless. Themes explored. The enduring power of myth and legend, the hero's journey, with all its triumphs and tragedies, the impact of legendary figures on modern culture, the connection between past and present, and how history shapes identity.